Have you ever said or done anything and then regretted it instantly? Have you ever said or done something which, as soon as it happened, you knew that it was wrong? Maybe you're in the car and another driver annoys you so much that it boils over into a tirade which shouldn't be said or heard by anyone. Maybe it's that bit of gossip you heard which is so juicy that you can't help but mention it to someone else. Maybe it's the unkind word to someone who's upset you. Maybe it's deliberately doing something you know will make life more difficult for someone else. Maybe it's not doing something that you can see needs doing because it's not your job, or that it might benefit someone who's upset you. Sometimes we respond badly to things, don't we? We know we do it. Sometimes in the moment our instant reaction is not our best reaction. We can do or say things which hurt ourselves or hurt others, things which damage relationships. We give in to the temptation to do those things which we know are harmful. Part of the fruit of the Spirit which we've been looking at over the past couple of weeks is self-control. The Bible talks about self-control and self-discipline. Part of being a follower of Jesus is to stop those actions and reactions which are harmful. 1 Corinthians 9 likens it to running a race. Do you not know that in a race all the runners run, but only one gets the prize? Run in such a way as to get the prize. Everyone who competes in the games goes into strict training. They do it to get a crown which will not last, but we do it to get a crown which will last forever. We are to train ourselves to be godly. We are to take captive every thought so that our actions might reflect the glory of God. Sometimes we make excuses for our bad behaviour. We say, well, that's just me. It's part of who I am. As if we can never change. But the story of God working in us and through us, the good news of Jesus, it's a story of transformation. And most of the time this transformation is a collaboration. It's something that you and I work together with God upon for us to change for the better. When you train your body, you develop what's called muscle memory. Your muscles learn to move in a certain way without you needing to think about it. If you learn to play the guitar when you're first learning, you have to really think about how and where to place your fingers in order to make the chords, to get them to play just right. And it feels really strange to start with. But if you persist, if you practice, if you discipline yourself, eventually the muscles in your fingers remember the shape of the chord and they can play with ease and switch between them. So too, I think, in the way we react and the way we respond, in the way that we live. In order to get better, in order to be more like Christ, we need to discipline ourselves to living for his glory. We need to practice self-control. And as we do, the temptation to do those harmful things will have less and less power over us. We'll put that muscle memory into ourselves so that we respond better when things happen. And the most wonderful thing, I think, about striving to live lives that are self-controlled, that are godly, when we respond in a good way, even to those things which hurt us, the wonderful thing about it is that we don't do it alone. Titus 2 says, "For the grace of God has appeared that offers salvation to all people. It teaches us to say no to ungodliness and worldly passions and to live self-controlled, upright and godly lives in this present age." The grace of God has appeared, which helps us all to live self-controlled, godly lives. I wonder how you can train for godliness. I wonder in what areas of your life you need to exercise more discipline, more self-control in. Ask God to help you do so today.